Obviously, you guys started off with a bang last year with the win against Garrett, which was great. But I imagine you want to put up more wins across the board because you only ended up with 4, and you guys definitely want more than that.
Oh, we had the potential to have a 6 or 7 win season last year. And really what it came down to was a lack of focus and a lack of trust in each other. And really, I mean, if we would have played the way we could have played, that was one heck of a season for us.
You know, as a senior, how do you quantify that hunger? Because you definitely don't want that to be your lasting legacy, like your last taste of Eastside football.
Oh, I completely agree. You know, I've played 3 years of varsity football. This will be my 3rd, and I've wanted to win more and more every single year, which is how it should be. That's what high school football is. And so I feel like really the community is behind us this year. Our team knows what we're doing, and it's coming together. And I think it's gonna be one heck of a season.
Yeah, I think people don't realize how many good players you guys have coming back. You know, yourself, Connor's got another year of experience, PJ. So talk about the returnees for this team and how you need to lead this program, not only on the field but also off the field too.
Oh, yeah, we have a ton of returning players. I mean, we lost a couple of strong varsity players last year, but with Connor coming back, he was a sophomore last year, played one heck of a season for how young he was. And he bulked up, grew a little bit, and you can tell he grew in maturity and physical ability. So, and then PJ and I, and our line, I think that we have the experience, and we have the varsity experience, which matters the most. And if we use it the way we should, we'll put up some wins, we'll put up some points.
Final question, what is the biggest key in your eyes for having a successful season 2014?
Focus, because last year we came home with a train trophy, which was an awesome experience, but we focused on the train trophy. That was it. So I mean, if we look behind the glass all season at the trophy, it's not, we lose focus on the rest of the season. Sectionals, maybe even a state run. Can't guarantee it, but it'd be awesome if we could play that way.
Okay, Coach, talking Eastside Blazers football, 4-6 last season. I know you guys want to put up more wins in the win column. How do you go about doing that here in 2014?
We look at last year and really felt like that was a disappointing year. We went into the season, had 9 positions to fill on defense, had a brand new offensive line, a freshman quarterback. We knew we were going to take our lumps. We started week 1 strong, and then some of our inexperience and preparation, became issues, with just thinking maybe we were a little better than what we were. And so we took some lumps. We rebounded, and finished strong. We scored a lot of points. But ultimately we felt like there were some games in the middle there that we should have won. This year we have that experience back. We have those same kids back. We don't lose a ton. And so hopefully, more than anything, between the years, we learned some of those lessons that maybe got us a little bit last year.
When you take a look at your roster, the guy that jumps out is P.J. Dean statistically. What is his role going to be this year, and how much are you going to lean on him to be a leader for the offense?
Sure. We leaned on him a lot last year, just sort of protect, Connor Dove, and anytime you start a freshman, we just wanted to make sure we put him in position, we put Connor in positions where there wasn't a ton of pressure on him, and he was going to be successful. We will still have 2 quarterbacks like we've done, but PJ's role will be a little bit more defined or very specific spots as far as where we want to go with him. But our goal is to put him in space and put him in positions where he can, put a lot of pressure on a defense.
You take a look at last season, the win against Garrett in week 1 was a huge high for you guys. But then I imagine the guys were disappointed with not putting up more W's on the board as the season went along. Have you seen the hunger, the motivation behind that from these guys that has you excited about this season?
Well, when we beat Garrett last year, for that senior class, that was the first time that they had done it. So they felt pretty good about themselves. And I told them, I said, you guys aren't hungry. And that was ultimately why, we lost some games there in the middle. We've preached that over and over and over again, is that you have to stay hungry. And I think this group of guys will, hopefully will learn from those mistakes. But it helps us a little bit to not have Garrett week 1, because I think a lot of times people will base your season, your success success or failure off of that week 1 game. Putting them in the middle of our schedule will help us a little bit too, as far as just getting some games under our belt and not making that such a big game right as that first game of the year.